Hey ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here for Digital Dojos, and excuse the studio. It's in the current state of disarray. Got a lot going on behind the scenes right now. But today we are going to be taking a look and unboxing and giving some initial impressions of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 creator combo, as they aptly named it. This is like all the rage on social media. I think this has been out for quite a bit. I might be mistaken. I'm assuming this came out this year, but essentially this is the latest version of DJI's Pocket line of series, which is just a portable camera. But this tiny camera packs a big punch, and I was interested in this because I wanted to get something that's a little bit more convenient to carry around than the mirrorless or like DSLRs that I tend to have. And obviously at the end of the day, this tends to be the most convenient camera that I have, but I wanted to get something a little bit different and experiment with this DJI Pocket, especially because I have an upcoming trip where this will be perfect for, so we'll see how that translates. So let's go ahead, crack this open, and take a look. The new green screen setup for today's shoot. But here we have it, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 creator combo. The creator combo, essentially you can get this for I think like about $150-ish cheaper when it comes with just the camera itself. No tripod, no microphone, things of that nature. So those are the big two things that this includes, like a kind of clip-on mic. And yeah, something I was interested in. I saw a lot of people kind of switching to this for like their daily vlog cameras and just travel videos. So we're gonna give this a look. Story is I originally picked this up. I picked this up at Best Buy, and they had an open box one that apparently was in excellent condition, and it was gonna save me like $30 plus. And then one thing, and thankfully we checked right away, is like he mentioned to just triple check everything. So literally as soon as I got to the car from leaving the store, I cracked it open and realized it was missing the microphone, which is like the whole point of getting the creator kit, essentially. Whether or not somebody got it and then just needed the microphone and returned it, clearly Best Buy did not realize that. So they labeled it as like excellent everything in the box. Thankfully, what Best Buy and the rep ended up doing was I just said, hey, like I'll buy a brand new one. Like if you guys have a brand new one, I'll just get the brand new one and pay full price. But they actually price matched it. So because of the inconvenience, they automatically just adjusted it. So I saved ultimately like $30. It is pricey at the creator combo. This is like a $650+ package, if I'm not mistaken. And what we have here is, I believe, the additionals. We'll see. So we'll set that aside because the box I opened originally did not have that. The one that was like an open box. Get some DJI stickers, manuals, things of that nature. So I'm going to set that aside for now. And then you get everything in this carrying case. It's a 4K quality camera and shoots really decent videos. Technically, this can shoot stills and work as like a photography, sort of like a still camera. Typically people use this definitely for like the video, and with that it uses and has a built-in gimbal on like the tripod and everything, which helps stabilize footage, which DJI is known for their gimbals. I believe I have one of their gimbals that I've yet to really use, but they're definitely known for their gimbals and their drones. So this all kind of packs all of that into a very, very tiny form factor. You can see this is a complete carrying case that you get. So let's go kind of left to right here. So on the left hand side, yeah, the other one was definitely missing the mic because like this slot was empty in the first one I opened, and straight up you just have the the camera just like that. So here is the camera, just to give you an idea of its footprint. This is the base DJI Pocket 3. Like you can get it just like this for like $500, and it's the camera on top up here and has like a swivel. And then you can just use it and hold it and use it like this. You can use it in portrait mode or landscape, and the screen kind of flips out, which we'll take a look at in a second. Outside of that, it looks like you have a USB-C port on the very bottom there for, I'm assuming, charging. You have a micro SD port right there. We'll set this aside for now because I want to look at all the accessories in the box. On this side here, I believe this is like the thread adapter to attach to the base if you have the tripod, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. At least this is what it looks like. C, which is interesting. So I don't know, is this like the battery pack maybe? So you would essentially connect it like this, and then you have an additional port there to still charge, but then you have that standard threading right there to mount on like a tripod or what have you. So this, I'm assuming, looks like is this the battery here? Or like an additional battery? Let's see. Oh, again, another attachment here. This looks like it could just be like a longer battery pack here, but it also has that, oops, don't want to scrape it there. Also has that same kind of setup. Here we have, I believe this is just a mini, like standalone tripod. Yeah, exactly. So this is just a mini tripod where you can kind of go like this, and then if I can catch the threading right, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So you can obviously use that handheld like this, or you can kind of open it up and have it sit just like that. I have a windscreen for the microphone, so I'm going to set that aside. And then I believe this is the wide angle adapter lens, if I'm not mistaken. And then right here you have a protective cover. So I believe that's like a little cover you can use to protect the lens. And then let's see what this last thing is here. This is a Osmo Pocket. Oh, this is a full-on protective cover. So classic tech peel. Hopefully that was satisfying. So you have this little screen here that flips, and that is what's going to turn it on. And as you can see here, just like that, it's already on, and the camera and gimbal and everything is in place. Oh, surprisingly, select is not just clicking on the analog. I'm assuming it's the record button. Gimbal lock disabled. Oh, is this a touchscreen? I didn't even realize this is a touchscreen. Not bad. You can swipe to skip this, but I'm assuming at some level this is like... So while this app downloads, the plan is to get it fully booted up, walk through the setup, and do a little bit of test footage and give you some samples of what I can record with it, just to kind of give you an idea of the quality and whatnot. Obviously, this is not going to be a full-on review. I do plan on going on an upcoming trip at the end of this month where I'll be using this as my kind of main running gun, and I can kind of report back after that full trip. Activating what? Okay, no, wait, no. Your comprehensive accident protection. I love how they put the skip button like all the way in the top right here. Meanwhile, you can see this is, I know you can't fully see, but swipe from the right edge. You have a little bit of touch controls. I might be able to kind of zoom in here so you can see this a little bit better. But you can turn on effects. You can do a couple things. This does have like some stuff built in. You have the video mode here, it looks like. And then you can also use, I'm assuming you can just use, oh, interesting. So like a lot of it is reliant on the touchscreen. So quite the process out of the box. A couple of hoops you have to jump. With any tech product, like obviously updates and stuff are expected. This one does tend to have a little bit more of the sign up for the account. Here's like the warranty, all that stuff kind of bombarded at the top. But nowadays, I think unfortunately a lot of stuff tends to be like that out of the box. No SD cards inputted, but you can see here you can now use the camera, or sorry, your phone as a viewfinder and control. You can actually switch between the different modes here. Photo mode, panoramic mode, live stream mode. Interesting. So you can, like, I'm assuming live stream to like Twitch and whatnot. Low light mode, slow motion. Let's actually do this. Let's put this back on here just so that I don't drop it. There you go. Frame it a little bit. And then everything else I can control here on my phone, which is nice and convenient. Because again, if you're kind of shooting hands-free, you can use it like this and have manual controls and kind of position and frame yourself. Does it only follow when you're actually recording? Default, fast, slow. So follow means it keeps the horizon. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at this on the phone, but I'm not showing you. Follow means it keeps the horizon level. Now, let's see what else we can do here with the app. Yep, that just inverts the video. You have gimbal modes, rotational speed, tracking. You can do hyperlapses, photos, like I said, live stream. So was toying around a couple things. I turned on advanced mode. So advanced mode just kind of lets you see more of the kind of like settings that you might be interested in, such as like ISO control, exposure, shutter speed. So for more of like the people who want more fine tuning of their device. And you can adjust things like the gimbal control, how easy you want that to be, or if you want to auto calibrate. And we're going to do like a portable. So this is me talking while I'm flipping. This is me talking while I'm flipping left to right and pivoting here quite a bit. This is a test, getting a little bit more aggressive to test the follow mode and the gimbal here to see. Sorry if this makes anybody kind of motion sick, but that's the point, right? You could be walking with this and talking and vlogging and doing what have you. Okay, so that's clip number 1. The other thing that can be done with this, and we'll go ahead and test, is some of those like face filter TikTok-like things. This is the smooth filter, for example, what it looks like. Have those kind of anime, eyes here. So this is dialed up to like a 60, where I think it just makes like your pupils bigger. This is supposed to like auto detect and slim my face. I think it uses some sort of AI. So yeah, that's a look at some of the things that you can do there with the different modes. Okay, so I don't know if you can't do it in the app, but I had to go and just look on the actual camera, which makes some sense here, to see those framing options I have. So you have the spin shot, the dynamic framing, and then you have face auto detect, which is what I was looking for. So if I start this now, we should be in auto detect mode. So if I go over here and lean back over here and I kind of stand up and I sit down, yeah, it seems like it's working and it uses that gimbal pretty well. So the last final thing I want to test here is it does come with a wide angle adapter. So I wanted to throw that lens on and just kind of see what that looks like. Record. This is me recording with a normal lens, and I think this is magnetic. Yeah. Now this is the wide angle lens, which in theory you should be able to see more. We are now currently using the wide angle lens. I don't know what other accessories they support, but I love stuff like this. Super simple. It's magnetic. I can just quite literally reach for the camera, pull it off, and now we're back into standard lens mode. And to turn it off, you just take the camera and flip it. Oh, sorry, actually, that just switched to 2K resolution mode. Sorry, this is portrait mode, so this is perfect for like things like Instagram and whatnot. So this is, yeah, the weird part. I thought, and I remember seeing like somebody in the review, that you just flip it. I see, you have to wait. Okay, that's what it is. So this is a test with the audio coming specifically from just the DJI Pocket 3. We are not using the clip-on mic, so I'm going to hook that up right now, and we're going to test what it sounds like with this. So we are now recording on the DJI Pocket, but we should be using this mic right here. Hopefully that's not too loud. The idea with this is I can kind of walk away from the mic as it's positioned on the tripod and kind of freely walk and talk, and you should be able to hear me much better. And I can do things like I can turn around and talk, and you would still be able to hear me just fine, is the idea of this. Okay, so this is the DJI Pocket 3 initial look and kind of tests out of the box. Hope you got a kind of initial sense. Again, this is by no means meant to be the full review. This is quite literally just my experience with it out of the box. I like to do these things because they give you a sense of the user interface, the experience, quite literally out of the box, not time tested. And I think that's important because for average consumers, you want to understand how it's going to operate, how easy it is out of the box to use. Even somebody like myself, who I consider tech savvy, a couple things I had to learn, a couple things I think had to jump through some small hoops to understand that weren't as clear. But overall, I will say a very capable camera for its size and portability, and something I think I'm going to have a lot of fun shooting with just because it is so convenient, right? Like at the end of the day, I know a lot of people say the best camera is the one that you have, but a lot of times the best one's also what's the most convenient and what's easy for you to take around, and something like this will definitely be something I'm looking forward to using on the creative side. So hope you enjoyed this video. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to subscribe if you want to stay tuned for the footage I'm going to be capturing for this for the full review. And if you want to head over to my personal channel, I'll link that down below because I'm going to be using this on my upcoming trip to Japan. So that's the main reason I got this. So looking forward to that. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.